Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a bit of an interlude, and something that maybe you weren't expecting, or maybe you were, because I mentioned that I've been playing Diablo 3 a lot, and as it turns out, it is January, and in January, they do an interesting thing that turns out to be timely. And I wanted to share it with you because this is one of those things that, as a mainly online game, that I fear will disappear eventually. And I really wanted to record this because I think it's really cool. So if you log on to Diablo 3 in January, they do a special event for the anniversary of the... Whoa, where's the map? What's up? That was weird. Anyway, what we want is this, the Darkening of Tristram. The first chapter of Act 1 of Diablo 3 is a gigantic reference to Diablo 1, but we're not going to concern ourselves with that just yet. I will hopefully cover this game eventually, but for the time, we want to come here to the old rooms, and maybe you can tell this is Tristram. This is old Tristram. Here would be Pepin's house. Farm would be over here. Whoop. What's up?
I am so good. I astound.
Ooh, we have wallers. God damn it. Well, yeah, Griswold would be here. You can even see like Griswold's fine weapons. It's never a good weapon if you click it. And here we have this portal to Tristram. And when we enter here, we get into the event where they put this interesting filter on the thing. We walk instead of run, and the interface is changed. Actually, oh, how do I do this again? Yes, here. Since we're doing this, I'm going to use one of the portrait frames. Let's use the demon one. Why not? There we go. Let's keep everything in team. And I'm not going to finish this, I'm just going to look around and show what it is, mainly because I think the ending is a bit disappointing. And I have yet to cover the actual ending of the game in my actual playthrough, so I don't really want to show Diablo himself. But I'm sure we can get to the Butcher at least, and feel justified in that. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time, or any time really, explaining the gameplay of Diablo 3 because it's really not pertinent. The things that I want to be on the lookout here are just like the song, the sound effects, and things are unique how they recreated the feel in general of Diablo in the engine of Diablo 3. I think it's a bit of a shame that they didn't implement also the classes. It would be really cool if you could create a warrior or a rogue. The wizard is pretty close to the sorcerer, I think. Maybe I am alone in that opinion, but got our teleports. Sadly, wizard mobility is absolute garbage in this game. Oh, I have Nemesis. Okay, fair enough. Whoa, get away. I'm pretty sure I would die if I got caught into that. I am level 70. I have all of my Paragon applied. Not that it's a lot. If you follow Diablo 3 players on YouTube, you know that 1400 is definitely not a lot. But it's okay for me. I'm very casual about this game. I only actually started playing it just last year. I was very, very opposed to the always online structure of Diablo 3, but I ended up getting it for the Switch, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. So yeah, sure, let's buy the original one and see how it feels, because it is different. It's a different game, and I still kind of prefer the Switch version more, simply because I actually really prefer to play Diablo with a controller. Like, it actually felt really good, despite my initial misgivings. Yeah. However, I don't have a Switch Online subscription, so I can't really play Diablo 3 Online. Here we have something you should recognize. That's pretty cool. Sadly, the Season 22 clone immediately torn it apart. So that's a bit anticlimactic, but that's fine. Oh yeah, we had the dark passage over here. I'm not going back to it. It's not that interesting. And that's the thing. The way that the game generates the side quests is a little bit strange. They will always generate a certain, like a few side quests, like specific ones, always. It's not every single one, but it's a good amount. However, since you don't really have any PCs to turn them in, it's kind of just go to this place and open a chest. So it's not a functioning side quest. It's just a reference to the original thing, which is fine. I don't think it needed to be any more than it is. It would be cool if it was, but yeah. Oh, there's something else that we can equip actually. Where is it? Yeah, there you go. The royal calf. We have our cow pet. There we go. Good girl. Let's keep progressing. I think I'll go until we hit a transition. Because the cathedral is obviously really adequate to the cathedral. Like you're playing basically the exact same map type. But one of the problems I have with this thing is that I actually believe the further you go, the more lazy it becomes, kind of. Because what they did with the catacombs was particularly underwhelming. And I also don't like what they did with Hell, but I'm not going to show that. It's just the way that these things worked in the original game. The tile set, it wasn't a difference of just the tile set. It wasn't just a color change. They felt like they had different feels, especially the caves, which is the third section. Oh, we got the Tomb of King Lyric. Nice. Let's go, let's see.
You dare attack me?
We have no clone this time, so it should be okay. I should at least get a glimpse at it.
You dare to bring forth the life into my tomb.
There we go. Whoop. Whoop. It's a bunch of skeletons. Let's get rid of everything. There we go. And here is something that I think is cool. If I can hit the correct button to actually open my inventory. Yeah, right? Yeah, we get the Undead Crown. A lot of the items that drop, we also got the Butcher's Cleaver. Like the Godly Plate of the Whale, this is an item that you could possibly get if you're playing the original game. I find that sort of stuff really, really cool. It is a real shame, however, that Diablo 3 doesn't give you enough inventory space to keep this sort of thing, so I just delete it all. But yeah, a bit of a shame. I would really like if the game would be a little bit more generous with inventory space. Also because a lot of the fun in Diablo 3 is having multiple characters. But it's really impossible to have multiple characters per season. Like more than 2 maybe. If you're like collecting sets. Unless you're like you're going really specifically for 1 or 2 builds. Wait, what? Oh, that's okay. I understand where I have to go. Let's teleport a little bit. I picked the wizard because it's the class that it most closely resembles what we actually had in the original game. And also because I just so happened to have an LOD Frozen Orb, and I remember using the Frozen Orb spell on Diablo 1 a lot, so it seems adequate to me. But I would... It's a shame because the wizard is a little bit of a slow class, and this is a lot of walking over here. Come on, clones. Wreck everything. There is a lot of interesting stuff. For instance, I'm sure it's going to happen here at some point. But in Diablo 1, if you hit a barrel, there's a chance of it exploding. None of them exploded, really. There is a chance of barrels exploding in here, but only in this labyrinth, which I always thought was really interesting. Yeah, there you go. It exploded. And it unleashed the skeleton, which I don't think barrels do in this game. I think a lot of the sound effects are also similar. The music is the same, as you can probably tell. Yeah, I like this a lot. I like this a lot as a reference. Is that Snot Spill? Yeah, it was Snot Spill. Nice. I'm happy we got Snot Spill. Oh, we have Garbard. I don't think we met him in our original game. We will meet him when I go over the mod.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Goodbye, Garbard. You will be missed. Boom. And here we have what it would be. What would be level 5, the catacombs, the second area of the game. And here they use the Ruins of Corvus tile set, which I'm not a fan of. Very confusing tile set, and like a lot of bifurcating paths. I feel like it's not a super great representation of what the original felt like. And teleporting in this game doesn't work so well. So like this whole section it's behind this door, maybe because of loading times, but you can't teleport into it. You have to open the door. Only then can you teleport. A little bit clunky. Maybe it's a loading restriction. I think that's probably the most likely cause. Shadowcrow. What's up? Originally, I had intended for this to be a level 1 run, but you can find a lot of those on YouTube, and as I said, I don't mean to complete this. I don't think that's a great idea. And also, I just wanted to show the Frozen Orb thing, and I think Frozen Orb only unlocks at level like 40 something. I wish it was easier to do, like to showcase other different types of spells, but that's not how Diablo 3 works. Like I built a Frozen Orb built. Like that, it's how it is. That's how I deal damage. Anything that's not Frozen Orb will deal no damage at all. It's to the point where I have a thing that even my normal attacks, my normal shitty attacks, like this one, will sometimes throw a frozen orb as well, just to make sure that I'm dealing damage always. So yeah, like nothing. And then everything just dies. But yeah, I dig this. I'm missing the creepy laughter in this particular section though. Creepy laughter, where you at? Yeah, this is cool. I enjoy this a lot. Probably a lot more than I should. Like, this is the kind of pandering that really works for me. I would have enjoyed a little bit more effort put into it. I think it's a mixed.
I astound myself.
It's a mixed thing for me in the end of the day, because there is obviously some level of care in display. All of this sound design stuff is like really small details that I appreciate a lot. But I am really annoyed that the level layout was just reused from the stuff that they already had in the game. They really could have done a better job at emulating the caves from Diablo 1 and the hell from Diablo 1. But then again, this is a limited time event that only happens in January. So it's just like would be making a more faithful recreation of Tristram from Diablo 1 and the Labyrinth worth the development time when this is a limited time thing. But I guess the other side of the argument is, should this be a limited time thing? What happens when the server fall down? I mean, when the server fall down, you can't play Diablo 3 anymore at all. And that's a problem. Unless you have the console version. But then you would never be able to access this again, which is in part while I'm doing this. And I will probably do it again when I'm actually covering Diablo 3. Because I really want to do that. And when that time comes, I will probably do a level 1 thing. Just to showcase everything. I'm not... Yeah, weird. I thought there would be... Oh, it's probably over here. Some side quests that we didn't get in the original game just yet. But they're there. They are there. There was a... I remember not being able to enter the Chamber of Bone in the original game. I think it was because the game generated the entrance but not the actual side quest, so I couldn't enter it. But we'll get to that eventually. It'll be fine. Ooh. Give me clones and Death's Breaths. You can never have enough of those. Goodbye, peeps. Let's see. Oh. Ooh, this dude. Zar the Mad. He just tried to attack me and he died because of thorns. That's great. We'll meet him eventually. But yeah, I guess this is enough of this. I had fun. I like this thing a lot. It's a weird little distraction. And I love it. I love the way that they did the interface in particular. And it's a shame that in the consoles...
Down here.
Why would you say that? In the consoles, the interface change doesn't manifest itself as well, which is a bit of a shame. So we got the Harlequin crest, which was the cap you get for turning the sign to Ogden. We didn't manage to... I mean, we did the side quest in the original game. I never capped the cap because it wasn't that good. Archangel's Staff of Apocalypse, that's pretty dope. King's Sword of Haste. I got this sword when I was a kid. I remember it because it was amazing. Like the hit rate was so fast. Incredible weapon. Well, yeah, that's it for now. Oh, I didn't even have like jewels and stuff. My bad. But yeah, anyway. Wait, was I without the Legacy of Dreams? Shit. Oh, that's why I was dying when I was trying to put it on Torment 12. Huh. Oh well. Such is life. I hope you enjoyed this. It was a nice little diversion. And I'll see you in the mod, hopefully, soon. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye bye.